A lot of people learn a kata called Naihanchi, and they're doing this. And the application given is I'm standing like this, and he's going to attack me with a punch. Wait a second, that's too close. Okay, which I'm supposed to block? Wait, you have to back up. Back up. Okay, there you go. And I'm going to block that punch as I right? It just didn't. None of it made sense. Now I look at the same kata, and it's like, oh, he comes in and he's reaching for me. He's reaching that hand. He's going to grab onto me. He wants to punch me with his hand, and I lock this here by doing this. See, look what happened. Look where his head is. Again, look where his head is. So now when I do this next motion, it's a completely different outcome. But one of the things that happens is that Naihanchi kata becomes like the kata we favor. And we break down Naihanchi all the time. So much so that sometimes when I go someplace and I say, well, what do you want to study? They'll say, oh, please don't do Naihanchi. Can we do a different kata? Because they get like bored with Naihanchi. Because we just do that. For us, that's like everything. But one of the things we like to joke about with Naihanchi is the old explanations, especially for those sideways movements. You know, they just seem so silly. Like, oh, we're fighting in rice paddies, and we're stepping over the rice paddies. That one's a good one. One of the ones that really cracks me up is one that says, oh, you're fighting with your back against the wall. And we would laugh about this stuff, you know, or you're fighting in a narrow alleyway, and you got your back against the wall. These guys are coming at you, and you got to fight and fend them off. And I'm thinking, yeah, you're going to die. And we love kata, and we love good application of kata, and we laugh at the bad stuff and the stupid stuff that we've heard over the years. And then I got to meet Edvard Sefer. And Edvard comes along, and he says, I've been thinking about Naihanchi, and it's up against the wall, only it made sense, finally. And it took care of a lot of pieces. You know, it was like, yeah, this is why the feet are like this. This is why the back is like this. You're positioning this way. Here's even... So I'm going to speak to a movement that is in there. And the stuff I was told about this over the years was nutty stuff. Like, he's trying to kick you in the groin, and you kick that away. I don't want to try that. Do you want to try that? So I was taught, this is called mapping. That what you're doing is you actually physically touch pressure points on the inside of your knee, and then that's what you're kicking on your opponent. Now, what's interesting to me about that is there is a theory about the name for Naihanchi kata that comes from, I think, the Fujian dialect. One of the really good scholars of the martial arts, the historians of the martial arts, noticed this, that there's a branch of white crane that has a form in it that has this movement. And that particular branch, that form is called Naihanchi. Naihanchi. Sounds like Naihanchi. And what it means in the Fujian dialect is inside the knee. So what's happening? Guy's grabbing me because people grab. That's called post and punch. He wants to punch me in the face. I kick him in the leg. Right inside the knee. Then look where he is. So now I go into whatever move in the kata Naihanchi I want, like down counter. Edvard comes along, and he goes, no, it goes this way. And there he is up against the wall, actually using it.
You go back, you hit in, you see? And then just down. Yes? You see how easy?
Yeah.
We love when people have good interpretation of their kata. We are not stuck with a single interpretation that says, this is the way you must do it like this. We look at kata as a living, breathing thing. We ask all kinds of different questions. If someone shows me bunkai or application to the kata that is all based on someone's attacking you from behind and it works, I go, oh, that's really cool. If somebody shows me application to the kata based on the idea someone is grabbing your wrists, your hands, and it works, I go, oh, that's really cool. And if somebody comes along and says, you know what they used to say about how you're fighting with your back against the wall? Let me show you how it really works. Hey, what can I say? I'm as happy as can be. I'm Chris Thomas. These are some reflections from the MasterClass. Thanks for watching. And now go train.